Hello, it's fire time. I want to fire you. You're going to watch a fire. And we all need a fire. So the way you'll see this fire is at the computer. And that's powered by fire. It's powered by fire, which heats up water, boils it in a big kettle, which in turn makes the steam turbine go round and round, generator plugged on the other end of that, and that makes power. And then you can argue saying, oh well, actually I get my power through solar panels. Yes, well done. Your solar panels which were made using fire. Lots and lots of fire. Because, quick rundown. In order to make solar panels you need quartz crystals for purified silicon. You can use sand, but then you need to refine it even more. I'm looking for my lighter. And then in order to get that quartz to a usable state, you need to burn it in lots and lots of fire. Well, not burn, but melt it to the point where it's usable. And to do that, you need coke, and you need coal, and you need wood. So, yeah, it's takes a lot of effort to make solar panels, and it takes a lot of fire. More than you'd need if you just had a steam turbine. But anyway, light above, that's caused by fire. Again, for electricity. So yeah, here's a fire. You're watching a fire, using fire in order to see the fire. The devices you're viewing this on was transported to you via means of fire, being the controlled fire of a diesel engine inside a lorry or van, as well as the fires needed in order to forge the machines so that you could see it. That was done with fire. Everything, absolutely everything, every single piece of technology is down to fire. Can't have it without fire. If we didn't have fire, we wouldn't have this. So here's a fire. I'm going to enjoy a fire. I don't need a fire, but it's raining out there. It's going to get colder. The sun's going to go down, so I'm going to have a fire. And I've got some very rained upon logs. Oh dear, rain got in, and I've got myself a slightly dirty, but otherwise quite dry piece of wood. So yes, we're going to have a fire. Yeah, it's a fire. So let's have a fire. Put that there, like so. Then wait 10 minutes, and then it will be a fire. Fire, 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 fire. I think if I say fire 500 times, I get a free prize. Maybe an Amazon Fire Stick, which I can burn. So obviously a fire stick, that means it's a log, right? That's what a fire stick is. Hey, look at that. It's not completely damp. It's got a dry bit on it. I'm going to use the tongs to pick it up because I don't want to get my hands dirty. I actually had one of my work gloves on in order to pick it up. I seem to lose one or the other. So I've got mismatched gloves and mismatched socks, and it's a nuisance. Why can't I all just have them all in one place? I mean, the gloves is one thing, because you take gloves off now and then. I don't hold on to the steering wheel with gloves. I got a horrible feeling that's going to burn through before the rest of it's done. This has happened before to me. So let's poke it to snuff it out. Let's give it a very gentle poke so it doesn't get snuffed out. rather than a fierce poke which will snuff it. Because it's pretty much a candle. It's wax and wood shavings. But there we go. I think that's going to work. I'll put some wood in there. And then when I've warmed up, those will... oh yeah. Aldi've redesigned their cheap French lager thing, so it's got a tricolore on it. Oh yes, very French. So yeah, I think this is the first fire I've had all week. Surely not. Yeah, I think it is. I'll just look at my previous video. That's when my last fire was. Ah, but do I upload this on the day I do? I'll try and do that. I'll try and like actually upload it, review it, and then if I'm happy, I'll publish it. So then you can say, ah yes, Hobbit is accurate. The last fire you had was a week ago. Or you could say, oh no, Hobbit, you misunderestimate yourself. Turns out the last fire you did was Sunday, which was only 5 days ago. Yes, fire. I like fire. Wow, I like this thing that's essential for life. Yes. Oh, I like water. I like breathing. Actually, I do enjoy those two things as well. So, you know, whilst I might be being glib here, it's not entirely untrue. I enjoy human activities like breathing and consuming water daily. I also enjoy the human activity of speech. Like Data in Star Trek. Who'd have known that Data's surname was in fact Zuckerberg? Oh, hi Mark. He's a very odd creature. He's got the same sort of gormless look on his face that, not Linus Torvalds, what's the other Linus? The one who's clumsy and keeps breaking electronic equipment. I think his surname is Tech Tips because they keeps getting referred to as Linus Tech Tips, but anyway, the bloke on Linus Tech Tips, which was a YouTube channel, but then it got hacked. Actually, that's a good point. Both he and Mark Zuckerberg have got a very similar look on their face, and it just... let me have a look. If I go on the YouTube and type in LTT, I typed in LYY. I'm no good at typing with my with just one hand. Oh, Linus Tech Tips is back.
It's a wireless keyboard.
Explains to me who is buying giant laptops. We own explanation, Horizon. I'm breaking one of my biggest rules. I beat Netflix password sharing crackdown. I made a bad decision. My channel was deleted last night, 7 days ago. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah, they're both the same sort of age. They both have the same sort of look on their face. Both married to Chinese women. Maybe there's just like that's the tech guy look. I don't think it was always like that. At least I hoped it wasn't. I may or may not have been considered a tech guy at some point. I build my own computers. I've done my own electronics. I know how to use a soldering iron. I've built my own radio. I have some interest in amateur radio. I've programmed things. I don't like programming, but I know how to program. And so yeah, I could be considered a tech guy, but I look nothing like Zuckerberg or Mr. Tech Tips. I'm sure he's got... Oh, that's it. Yeah, no, I don't trust people with a first name as a surname. His surname's Sebastian. Linus Sebastian. That's not right. No. Yeah. Bit unusual. But what was I thinking about that? I was talking about fire and technology. And all technology revolves around that. And then, yeah, that's it. I enjoy human activities such as speech, consuming water, being warm, and breathing. Mark Zuckerberg just wanted to know what it was to be human. As did Linus Sebastian. Although I don't think he's that interested in it. I think he's more interested in holding up a piece of technology to the screen whilst trying not to drop it. Although he doesn't make much effort to do that. It's like, oh look, here's a monitor that costs thousands of dollars. Oh, I've broken it. Oops, never mind. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe just people are clumsy these days. Or maybe I'm just amused by people who are clumsy, and it's like, oh look, here's something you care about and you've broken it. That's funny. That amuses me. It shouldn't amuse me. It's a bit cruel, isn't it? I thought it was nice. I did make a New Year's resolution to be a lot meaner. So, you know, maybe that's just me keeping true to my New Year's resolution. To laugh at other people's calamity. That's being mean. But I did promise myself I'd be a lot meaner to people in the future. And part of that is learning to say no. Which is actually why I'm at home at the moment, because I have work. And I said no to it. And I used an excuse. I said, yeah, I'm bleeding and my ingrown toenail's getting worse, not better. And also my shoulder muscles haven't healed yet. I don't think hauling hundreds of boxes in a day is making it better. So I have got a doctor's appointment. But really it was just a case of, well, you haven't paid me much money for doing this work and it's quite hard, so I'd rather just sit at home and not do it. I'm alright doing this. But if you're honest with people and you target them in your true motives, then they're less cooperative with you. So I'm quite happy to lie to people. I'm admitting it to you. But then again, I'm not getting work from my audience. You're just a hobby. But yeah, New Year's resolution, be a lot meaner to people, say no more often, and be happy that way. And you know what? It is working for me. I am happier this way. And it's still difficult. It's not fun confronting people. But ultimately, it's quite satisfying when I'm taking control of things, when I'm taking matters into my own hand and saying no when I don't want to do something. Because before I've been too giving, and it's not benefited me, and it's benefited others, and they've not reciprocated. They've not gone, oh yes, what you did there was a great favour, and I'm going to reward you in kind. So yeah, I've had to relearn being selfish. But hey, look at that. we got ourselves a fire. I say we, you sort of like vicariously have a fire. I have a fire, yeah, and it's burning. It's burning good. Got a little bit of foam there, which is a good sign. Moisture's going to be driven out, and then going to get some heat. Well, getting some heat now. I can feel it, but it'll be good because once that burns down, I can start shoving it in, and I can close this. But yeah, it's very good to say no to people, and it's nice to be in a position where I can say no to people, where I can say, well, you know what, I don't need your money. Don't fancy working today. Not gonna. Although that said, nothing I said was untrue. I was in pain, and I do need to go and get my toe sorted. But I was in pain for the rest of the week, and the pain wasn't lesser or greater. It just got intolerable, and I thought, no, this pain is not worth the reward. Because any form of work is pain. I've never gone to work going, oh, this is great joy, I'd pay money to do this. No, I'm trying to think, are there jobs which like people pay money for? Cocaine tester, mattress tester, Playboy bunny tester. The thing, like, I don't know. No, I think the thing about any form of work is, after a while, it's a job. But there are manageable levels of pain and everything, and sometimes the risk is not worth the reward. What I'm interested in this, you see, do you see that log? That dark bit there, to me, suggests that it's moist. Now, this is very unwise, what I'm going to do here, but because this could be quite hot. Yeah, that is that's moisture. Huh. That looked drier than that, but then again, it just goes to show the ambient moisture content of the local atmosphere here is quite damp. Moss grows abundantly where I live, as does black mould and all those sorts of creepy crawly things that like damp places. So that's why it's important to have a fire. Fires drive out the moisture and keep the place from smelling damp, which is one of those things when you get an old house. Yes, very good. Right, I have talked enough about saying no, so now it's time to say go away. Go away.